Welcome. Welcome. Making of a medicinal ghee in Ayurveda. A very specific combination of oil to enhance, to boost, and to increase a metabolism. There it goes. So I'm making a very specific oil which will help to dissolve the ama in the body. So ama is a substance which is a sticky substance in the body. A sticky substance. We are calling about a slimy, sticky agent or production in the body from the indigested food. So today's ghee is going specifically for a specific condition which is connected with the excessive Vata disorder. So I'm making this for my client. So in our Ayurvedic Panchakarma program at Ayurveda Healing Spa, we like to make sure that you get a customized healing, a customized line of body work, a customized approach for your disease. We do this body work, we offer the body work with a specific oil, with the specific ghee, with the specific combination of herbal ghees, which we make for that unique body type, which we make for that unique combination, which we make for that unique energy, prakriti of the person. Prakriti of the person. Prakriti of the person plays a very important role in the disease management in Ayurveda. And I have a very specific share today, which I would like to share with all of you. Is like, I want you to know that this is a yogurt which is a homemade yogurt. Okay, so the whole panchakarma which we are offering to our client who is suffering with a lot of disharmony on the gut level, who is suffering with or excessive air element in the body, a person who is constantly thinking, a person who is overstimulated or overthinking or overly stimulated. So we are making a ghee which is called it as a Agni Vardhak ghee. Agni Vardhak ghee. Agni means your digestive agent, which in Ayurveda it's like working on your gut. You know, everybody talks nowadays about the gut health. Everybody talks nowadays about the digestion. Everybody talks nowadays about the sufferings in the belly, sufferings in the menstruation, sufferings in the navel area, sufferings in the lower abdominal area, sufferings in the cramps during the cycle, sufferings during the menopause, sufferings before menopause, sufferings after menopause. So, we are talking and preparing at the same time. So, I'm just making sure that it's not getting burned or it's not getting burned at the base. So, when you are making a ghee, there is a specific way of making the ghees in Ayurveda. So these ghees we are going to use to nourish her whole digestive tract, to nourish her whole digestive tract. That's called it as a digestive system in the body, which starts from the mouth and which ends at the anus area. That's the last opening of our body. Okay. So friends, while this is getting cooked, I'm going to share this specific ghee which is made up of the holy basil. So there is most important ingredient in this ghee is our Tulasi. Tulasi. Tulasi means holy basil. How many of you know the word Tulasi? Anybody who is watching live? Does anybody know the word Tulasi? Tulasi is a very common word used in the naming ceremony. You know, because of the purity of this herb, or because the effects of this herb on the environment, as well as the effects on the body. That is why Tulasi is known as a holy basil. Holy basil. Holy, we all know the term holy, right? Holy term, everybody knows the meaning of the holy, right? So, Tulasi is a holy herb. It is one of the holy herb. Okay? This is why Tulasi is known as a holy basil as a translation, you know, as an English translation. If you want to see, this is known as a holy basil. They just don't call it Tulasi as a basil. Okay? They call it Tulasi as a holy basil in the Western terminology. Okay? So Tulasi is Ocimum sanctum is the Latin name for this herb, which generally comes in the Indian subcontinent. As a growing kid, I have seen this plant almost at every household in the front door, that the house is always welcomed in the porch of the house or in the front part of the house or bungalow or a hut. It's not about which level. Every household, whether it's rich, whether it's poor, whether it's a medium family, everybody has this herb in the door, in the front area of the house. Because our Rishiminis or our yogis or our sages, they have understood the importance of the Tulasi because of its effects on the body. Effects on the body. It is a religious plant also. In every Indian religious activity, this is the only plant they have included in the puja, in the rituals, in the functions, in the ceremonies. Every positive act as well as every act, even after the death of the person, this is the plant which is used fully in the religious activity. So that is why Tulsi, this Ocimum sanctum herb, is very powerful herb. And this is the ghee which I am making in for my client for her Panchakarma program, because she needs this work. She needs this herb for her health and her wellness approach. She needs this work. This is another name for the Tulsi, is like a kind of a goddess, So this is a goddess herb, This is a feminine herb. You can, if you want to see the energy of this herb, that it's very grounding herb. It's a very powerful medicinal herb. At the same time, this herb is accepted into each act, each ceremony, each function, because this herb is mentioned in Ayurveda for its effects on the body, on the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. This the first thing in the or surrounding the house, they have this plant. And as if we want to see the effects of this plant, there are many research happened along with this herb. When people are suffering with a chronic diseases, I do not want to take the name, but when people are suffering with the major chronic diseases, and we all know today's major chronic diseases, this plant is used, for smelling, for chewing, as well as for eating purpose. Also, because this Indian basil, if you want to understand, there is a way of taking this in every form. This plant is accepted in every form. From the branches, you use the stem of this plant, or you use the, give me a second. Because of its taste, this plant is used for oral cavity. So imagine what is the use of this plant in the oral cavity. What does our oral cavity does for our physical body, for the whole body, or why the oral cavity is the first part of our digestive system? Just imagine like that way, so that you will understand, because the taste is like you will feel it at the tip of the tongue. This is a very nicely pungent and bitter herb, pungent and bitter herb. And it's very light, and because of the lightness, this plant is like, it has a sharp effect as well as it's like penetrating effect on the body. So this bitter herb, after the action, after the post-digestive effect, this plant's effect is going to be pungent. And this is a nice hot potency herb. Hot potency, that means the virya of this plant is hot potency. There is a shloka in Ayurveda that we chant when we are making this ghee, and that shloka, this phrase or this sutra or this mantra is used while making the ghee. So mantra chanting when you are making a ghee is mentioned in Ayurveda for enhancing the effects of this ghee on the mind, body, prakriti of the person. Mind means manasik, body means sharirik, prakriti means the constitution. Okay, so let me say hello to all the viewers who are on the Facebook Live. Hello Riddhi, hello Aarti. I hope you all are enjoying the understanding of this Tulsi plant, as we all are aware of this plant, and this plant is very easily available next to us. If you really want to do the gardening of the Tulsi, If you want to do the gardening of the castor plant, because they are the life-saving or life-changing herbs. That's why they are also used. Hold on a minute. They are used for so many positive cultural activities. Okay. So the mantra I'm going to chant for this Tulsi plant. Tulsi katuka tikta rudyodna daha pitta krita. That means Tulsi is bitter and tikta, pungent, and rudyoshna. Rudya means it's very, it is going to work on our heart in the body. Okay. Daha pitta krita, that means it is going to So this is going to calm down the excessive heat from the body. Daha means burning sensations in the body. Daha means burning sensations, urticaria, pitta-related disorder. This is what they have used. And this is a Deepani, Kushta Krucha, Sparsha Parshva Ruka Kapha Vata Vijita. That means it is going to balance the Kapha, it is going to balance the Vata. Also, it is going to enhance the digestion. And this is mentioned in the skin disorder. This herb specifically is mentioned in Kushta. Kushta means skin disease. Just imagine like that way. There are so many variations of the skin diseases mentioned in Ayurveda. But you can just imagine that Kushta means this herb is used in Kushta disease in Ayurveda. That means it is used in the skin disorders. How about that? I hope you are understanding. Are you with me now? Give me a thumbs up if you understood what I said until now, because this is a very common herb around you. You have seen this herb all the time. This herb is kind of known to everyone in a who is in a Indian culture and who is in Indian spirituality, or who is also from India, who follows the spirituality path. These people, they are aware of this plant, and that's why I am guiding you why I am doing this Tulsi ghee. Hey Aarti, thank you. I know many of us know this herb, and this is one of our favorite herb also, So if you have this herb available in excess, look at this. Wow. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh gosh, I can smell the herbs and I'm enjoying my saliva, my enzymes are drooling in my mouth, That much happiness I get when I'm cooking the medicinal herbs and the medicated ghee for my client, for their health, for their wellness, for their disease management, for their disorders in the body. Okay, so let me explain one more time. This is also a herb which is known for Krumi dosha. Krumi means worms. So this is a deworming herb. Did you get it? And if you are watching me live, can you put a hashtag live for me? And if you are watching replay of this video, kindly mention hashtag replay. Okay, and if you like this video, share with your friends and family, as this is a very basic herb in the Sanatan Dharma or the Hindu cultural activities. Okay, so kindly share for your friends and loved ones so that they can also use this herb for their health and wellness. Okay, so Krumi dosham nihantesha ruchi kutta deepano. So that means this is a deworming herb. At the same time, it enhances the taste. So many times people lose their taste. They do not feel the taste at the tip of the tongue. Okay, so this is a nice herb to introduce to them because of its effects on the body. So I hope you enjoyed this Tulsi, which balances the Kapha dosha, which balances the production of mucus in the body, which is an antimicrobial, which is an antiviral herb in Ayurveda, which improves the taste, which relieves the anorexia, and which is going to improve the digestion strength. So that is why you need to use this herb on the daily basis. Even this is mentioned that this is a cardiac tonic in Ayurveda. Okay, so that is what it means, the Rudya. Rudya means cardiac tonic, So congenital heart conditions, people have used Tulsi also for the better effects. Also, this is a good herb to get rid of the cholesterol from the body. And daha means burning sensations from the body. So this herb is good for during this spring season, during this Kapha season, during this time when we have this virus in the environment which we are suffering with. As I take the name of that virus, then my video they block the video. That's why I'm not taking the name of the virus. Okay, it doesn't matter what is the name of the virus. Okay, so this is where you can use this kind of thoughtful, this kind of conscious, this kind of ghee, which with the awareness to enhance your health and wellness, so that you can get rid of the excessive mucus, excessive like a pain in the flanks, That's called it as a Parshvashul and Katishul in Ayurveda. That means the pains in the flanks and pain in the lower abdomen, and get rid of your skin diseases, as this is a Kushtagna herb. I hope you all understood a little bit about Ayurveda and the medicine, and I have a very important thing to share with you all. This is the best ghee, milk. I have got it from California. This is A2 milk. Okay, A2 milk from the California, and this is a ghee. Look at this. And I'm going to make a Shirodhara out of this for my client for her skin condition. And I will be doing a skin disease management with the buttermilk. Thank you so much once again for coming on Ayurveda Healing Spa. This is Aruna Patki. I hope you enjoyed our discussion, our talk, and our sharing of Ayurveda when you are making the medicated ghees for your clients' health and wellness. Because in my practice as an Ayurvedic doctor, I have learned Ayurveda from a Guru Shishya Parampara. That is where I use my same knowledge, same way of healing for my clients. Thank you once again, and have a great evening. Namaste.